Hello students, this is Swada from Holy Children Public School and Hostel. Before watching this video, press bell icon, subscribe and like this channel to get more exciting informations. So I am here to teach you science of class 7th chapter 3, and that is fiber to fabric. Natural fibers are the fibers that are produced by plants, animals, and geological processes. They can be used as a component of composite materials where the orientation of fiber impact the properties. Examples of natural fibers are jute, cotton, and etc. Synthetic fibers are the fibers that made by humans through chemical synthesis as opposite to natural fibers that are directly derived from living organisms. Examples are nylons, rayons, and acrylics, and etc. Our next topic is animal fiber. Animal fibers are the natural fibers that consist largely of particular proteins. For example, include silk, hair, fur, and feathers. Wool and silk are the natural fibers. Wool bearing animals. Wool is the common name applied to soft curly fibers obtained mainly from the fleece of the domesticated sheep. And the other wool bearing animals are Angora goats and sheep reared in Kashmir, camel reared in Rajasthan, yak reared in Tibet and Ladakh. Now coming to the next topic, and that is properties of wool. It has high tensile strength. They are light-weighted and easily dyed. It can absorb large amount of water. It is a heat insulator, so it can trap large amount of air. It is hard wearing and absorb moisture. On account of the above properties, the woolen fabrics have ability to retain its shape better than fabrics made from other natural materials. Our next topic is processing of fleece into woolen fabrics. The fleece of the sheep along with a thin layer of skin is removed from its body. This process of removing fleece from the body of the sheep is called shearing. The fleece is generally shorn once in year in yearly. Some of the common breeds of the sheep reared in different states, and the quality of the wool obtained from them is very nice. Now coming to the next topic, and that is conversion of wool into fabric. The process of converting wool into fabric has several steps, and these are shearing, cleaning, scouting, grading, sorting, carding, spinning, weaving, and finishing. Now coming to the next topic, and that is what is the uses of wool. Wool is used to making fabrics like shawls, blankets, carpets, sweaters, and etc. Now coming to the second animal fiber, and that is silk obtained from the silkworm. Next topic is sericulture, the science of raising silkworm so as to obtain silk cocoons is called sericulture. Now coming to the life cycle of silkworm. In the sericulture, silkworm are reared. The female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs at a time. The farmers keep these eggs under hygienic conditions and at a suitable temperature and moisture till the larva hatches. After hatching, the silkworm are placed over finely chipped mulberry leaves and covered by a layer of cotton. For 6 weeks, silkworm fed chopped mulberry leaves. After the end of this period, the silkworm are reared, ready to spin their cocoons. About 5,500 cocoons are required to produce 1 kg of raw silk. Now coming to the next topic, and that is health problems in workers associated with silk industry. First problem is related to skin. There are several stages of sericulture in which workers are required to dip their hands into hot water during the boiling of cocoons. The killed worms dissolved in harmful product into boiling water. These harmful ingredients come in contact with the worker's skin and causes health problems. The second problem which is associated with the silk industry is respiratory problems. Due to continuous contact of vapor containing harmful substances causes several problems like bronchitis, asthma and etc. Besides this, common cold, cough, muscular pain, headache observed among the workers. Now coming to the last topic, and that is uses of silk. Silk fabric is light, lustrous, soft, elastic and highly strong in tensile strength. It keeps warm in winter, cool in summer. Silk is commonly used for making expensive dresses for men's and women's. Thank you.